Welcome to the Atlantic Indie Roundabout here at CIOE 97.5 FM. I'm your host, Maurice O'Coin, and we are streaming live to the world at www.communityradio.ca. We are going to discuss and celebrate independent artists' music from all over the Atlantic region and beyond. Let's all get on the Atlantic Indie Roundabout right now. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Atlantic Indie Roundabout, and you've just heard Safe and Sound, a cover of the 2011 smash hit by Capital Cities, performed by the Chester-based dynamic duo of Sean Hardy and Jason McCorriston, better known as McCarty. With Sean handling the audio side of things and Jason handling all the video and graphics, they're really starting to catch on with their series of collaborations with some of the finest talents Atlantic Canada has to offer. And I'm thrilled to have been part of this series, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next, and with who. Coming up on the Roundabout is the lovely and terrifically talented Rhea May, with her latest single, The Old Me. But before we check that out, let's hear the latest offering from Milo. This is his third appearance on the Roundabout, and we're thrilled to have him back on. Check it out, and we'll be right back.
Quit trying to make sense of it, of it, of it. Everything it fades to gray, nothing left without you.
we'll be right back with the Atlantic Indie Roundabout here on CIOE 97.5 FM.
Mississippi mud, Mississippi mud. I was new in town, just got off the train. No one else was around in the pounding rain on a one-way street. Nothing on my feet but the Mississippi mud. She was dressed to the nines. I had a dime in my jeans. She wouldn't give me no time. Though I was on my knees, I held her in my arms, could not resist her charms in the Mississippi mud. Mississippi mud, it's all I know. Mississippi mud, it's between my toes. If you look closely, then you will see that Mississippi mud is all over me. Mississippi mud, that's all I know. Mississippi mud, that's between my toes. If you look closely, then you will see that Mississippi mud is all over me. Mississippi, I love you. Mississippi, I'm so blue. Mississippi, I love you. Mississippi, I'm so blue.
Welcome back to the Atlantic Indie Roundabout, and that was Mississippi Mud by the Henmans. Now, we're about to try to get a hold of Paul Henman on the phone, and he's the writer of the song, and we're going to talk about the Henman Family album and much more. Let's see if he's home. Oh, there's one ringy-dingy. And two ringy-dingies.
Hello, this is Paul's secretary.
Hi, how are you? Is Paul there?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
I said, Paul, your phone's ringing. It's Maurice. He goes, could you answer it, please? No.
So there we have it. We finally got you on the phone, Paul. You're a busy man. You have a secretary.
No more so than you, sir.
Well, I don't have a secretary, and you do, so you're doing something special. Well, Paul, we just heard Mississippi Mud, and I got to say the production quality is spectacular. You did a great job. Who recorded the song for you?
Well, we had a group come in Sherwood, did all the original engineering and production work, and then when he was done with all of us and the musicians that we brought in, the additional musicians we brought in, we forwarded it over to Scott Ferguson, and Scott did the final production and mix down, and he also performed quite a bit of the percussion work on it. We brought in the Hutman brothers to do some guitar work on it. On one of my sister's tracks, we got Miles Goodwin to come on in and play some electric on it. It was just a great opportunity for us to work with some great musicians. Ian and Scott were really a joy to work with, and Well, that was a great start for me. My first real recording opportunity in the studio. I got the bug now.
Oh, good, good. In celebrating of this album, I was very lucky to be one of the few people outside of the actual Henman family to be involved in this. I did the sound for one of the very few shows. 2 you were supposed to do, but I think you only ended up doing the one show. But I still, to this day, figure it's one of the most important gigs I've ever been involved with in my life because I knew how important it was to your family.
Well, thank you, Mo. And I got to tell you that when we were setting up that night out in Waverly, and I look out and I see you at the board, I'm going, God, I know Mo's here. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. And I haven't seen you for a while. I mean, we go back Clayton Park days.
Mm-hmm. So it was a magical night. The weather held. I think there's only one Henman missing on the stage that day, and you have a large family.
We do. Well, there's 10 siblings, and we came from a musical background. My dad and mom were both very musical. My mom cut her first. She was in the studio back in 1936 when she was like 17 or 18, living in Amherst.
So she would have cut a 78.
It was a 78. Yeah.
Are there any copies of that left in the family anywhere?
Nobody knows any copies. We cannot find any copies of it.
What a family keepsake that would be if you ever could have found that.
I agree, it would have been.
But what an inspiration for your family. I mean, look at the musical history in your family. I mean, obviously Jim being with April Wine, but all of you guys, what a great musical family.
Yeah, we're really fortunate that I think everybody has their gifts. We're fortunate that some of us found that in the arts. The arts has been good. My sister Patricia has been in the arts since she went to Dalhousie and got her arts degree in the 80s, and moved to Toronto, the big city, to try to make it in the theater world. She loves live theater, and this all kind of started because of her, because of this incident that happened to her. And
let's just touch on it now, just to get caught up. This is to the book that she wrote about the accident that she was hit by a drunk driver, and she was nearly killed. And in pursuant to that, all the proceeds from the album were donated to Mad Canada. So it all was part of the reason why you guys got together to make this album?
Well, the book came afterwards. The first initial idea was after the accident and after she started to recover, which took her the better part of 3 years before she really recovered well enough to travel again and everything. She was in contact with my brother Jim. Jim's always been the impetus for this kind of thing. And Jim and his wife were visiting one of my other siblings in Cape Breton. The conversation started along the lines of, we're all getting older. Maybe we should do something together. Let's put together something that we can honor both our parents and also each other in Mad Canada and the whole thing. It was a great idea. It pulled together a bunch of strings that all were disconnected at that time, but it was an excellent idea, and I'm very proud of it.
You should be, and the music is terrific. I mean, I did the sound for the show. I had goosebumps the whole show, knowing the significance of this. It was a big deal to put your family together. Some people in your family who obviously contributed to the album have had little to no stage experience before that event.
Oh my God, Mo. Guys like you and me who've been on stage a lot of our adult life, there were some pep talks, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure. The album, which is entitled Edge of Heaven, the Henman family album, and you sold plenty copies. Did you sell them out?
Yeah, we sold everything we printed.
Oh my goodness, that'd be great. Let's play a song from the album. Pick a song.
Why don't we play White House on the Hill?
Okay, and let's get the backstory on it before we play it.
That song started out as a collaboration with my sister Joan, who had no previous real musical experience except for she had taken some lessons on piano and violin over the years. And she loves music, and she's the biggest supporter of our entire family. She puts on the house concerts. She puts on, she pays for tickets for things. She shows up at every single show, no matter who's doing it. She just a huge supporter. And so she wanted to have a part in this project. Early on, she came to me and said, Paul, I've got these words I wrote. We started tinkering with some chords, and I asked her what kind of tempo she wanted, and we found a hook, and we built a good chorus out of it, and we could hear some harmonies, and we said, okay, yeah, we've got the basis of a song here. Then we got it in front of the rest of the family. We presented it to them, and Jim took it, and he looked at it a little bit more, and he said, if we did this, he made a few changes that, of course, with his experience, he and his professionalism, he was able to alter it a bit. Then when we put it in front of the production team, and then Ian got a hold of it and started working on it with Jim and Ian really worked closely together because of their experiences. You know, they really were the key to making this work as well as it did, and bringing that sound. What you hear right there, you're hearing a lot of Jim, and also you hear all the family, because this was the song where we got everybody to sing on it. We got Joan doing the female lead. We got my brother Stephen doing the male lead, and then everybody is in on the choruses and in the White House on the Hill line where everybody's singing on it, and you can tell that it's 10 people working together for a common goal.
Well, I'm getting goosebumps you just describing that song, so we're going to listen to it right now and give myself a chance to recover.
Thank you.
White House on the Hill, the Henmans.
White House had it on. White House on the hill. Children wall to wall. Mom and Dad downstairs in bed, listen to the music above their heads.
Boys strum guitars and sing a new song. All the little girls start singing along. Skate shop and coal hard fest. Books being read from Monday morning's class.
Lights are turned off, we're lying in bed. Hard to sleep, so much in our heads. White House on the hill. White House had it all. White House on the hill. Children wall to wall, wall to wall.
Wall to wall. Hear the water climb up the shore.
Staring at the fire with the neighbor next door. She's telling ghost stories, we're laughing and fried, praying that we get home safe tonight. White House on the hill. White House had it all. White House on the hill. Children wall to wall.
Lovers have come and lovers moved on.
But we still get together and sing a few songs. We still get together and sing a few songs. White House on the hill. White House had it all. White House on the hill. Children wall to wall. White House on the hill.
White House on the hill.
White House had it all.
White House had it all.
White House on the hill.
White House on the hill.
Children wall to wall. Wall to wall. Wall to wall. Wall to wall. Wall to wall.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of the Atlantic Indie Roundabout here at CIOE 97.5 FM and streaming to the world at www.communityradio.ca. You just heard White House on the Hill by the Henmans, and I have Paul Henman here on the phone in an old-fashioned phone conversation, something that many people don't really do anymore. Obviously, the album itself has songs written by different members of the family in different capacities. You have songs you've written yourself that obviously you'll take beyond the album to promote your endeavors. They're part of your show, I imagine, as well.
They are. I wrote 3 songs on the album, and I co-wrote 2 others.
Mississippi Mud is a great song.
You know, like, I'm too young to remember guys like Johnson and those guys, the guys that used to do the 1920s and 30s and 40s Mississippi blues.
Right.
You know, I know about them, and I've listened to some of them, and they were fantastic, obviously, and you can see the influences on bands like the Rolling Stones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can hear it. But it started working in my mind. And, I'm a storyteller. And in my mind, I started envisioning this guy coming into town and, not having a dime to his name. And, and what it would be like coming into town and knowing that the only thing that he had was that he could call his own was the Mississippi mud that's on him, because that signifies who he is and where he came from.
We'd like to listen to one of your other tunes on the record that you wrote. Hadn't finished today?
Hadn't finished today. Yeah, that's a kind of a love story gone bad.
Okay.
Where
we've all written them.
This song is fictitious. It's not really based on anything in my life, although I've had a few failed relationships in my life, and I guess it could be loosely based on some of those where you're the person who wants to get out of the relationship and the other person isn't ready to go yet.
That's a very diplomatic description of that song with your wife sitting in the room.
Thank you.
So we're going to check that out now, and we'll come right back with Paul Henman.
I'll forget you for a while. And if you hear my name, I hope you never feel the pain. Asking you to leave was a hard thing to do, but asking you to stay meant that I'd be untrue. I was thinking of the future, and you were living in the past. I was trying to end it, and you were trying to make it last. Wearing out a welcome that we'd overstayed, working on tomorrow when we had finished today. I don't believe your alibis. I waited here all night until the first morning light. Asking you to leave was a hard thing to do, but asking you to stay meant that I'd be untrue. I was thinking of the future, and you were living in the past. I was trying to end it, and you were trying to make it last. Wearing out a welcome that we'd overstayed, working on tomorrow when we had finished today.
What I Hadn't Finished Today by the Henmans, and it's written by our good friend Paul Henman, who we have here on the phone. And I guess what we'd like to know is what you got going in the works right now.
So I'm always still writing, and I keep on introducing that music into my sets when I do play places. I'm quite busy.
Typically, where could somebody see you play around town?
I play a fairly regular gig out at the Buffalo Club in Eastern Passage.
Yes, it's a fine room.
Yeah, it's a pretty good place. We have fun out there. Lately, tomorrow night, actually, I've got a gig at the Bedford Yacht Club. The big thing that's happening right now is the Lighthouse Arts Center it's about a 700-seat venue that kind of grew out of the ashes of the World Trade Center when they built the new Nova Center downtown Halifax. And they've outfitted it with the top-of-the-line, cutting-edge techie, and they've built a studio there and an audio-visual studio, too, so they can cut videos and they can do the whole package right there in this Lighthouse Arts Center. They ran a contest on the Ultimate Kitchen Party on Facebook, which most people know about these days. And through the prodding of my wife, she says, you should enter that. So I did. And I won one of 20 spots to play down there. And they're doing a once a month. They're doing one this month in June. They're doing another one in July, another one in August, and another one in September. Each month, they've chosen 5 artists out of all the people who entered the contest, and the 20 of us who have been chosen, 5 of us will play each of these nights in support of an opening of a headliner act that's going to be in support of mental health.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome. When is the date for that show? Do you know yet?
August 18th.
August 18th at the Lighthouse Arts Center. You'll be able to see Paul Henman.
Tickets are on sale. They're $15 a piece with all money going to mental health.
That sounds like a fabulous show. Well, before we leave you, we should add another song in here. You got another song you'd like to add?
Every Other Day, yeah. It's one of the first songs I ever wrote, and it's on the Henman CD as well.
Well, fabulous. Then we're promoting both the album and your music, and we're celebrating your show coming up at the Lighthouse Arts Center, and which is, of course, in the old World Trade Center building. Paul, that sounds great. You've been working hard at this, and it's all coming to fruition for you.
Thank you so much. Ironically, today is the 9th anniversary of the crash that occurred in DC.
No way. This is the actual anniversary date.
It is.
Now that gave me goose pimples. That's quite coincidental, Paul. So the song Every Other Day. Let's give that a listen.
Every other day I see it and wonder, in any other world could you be mine? What would we both feel, think or ponder? In every other way could we be fine? And I wonder what you're doing, if these words will touch your heart that no one knows. What you gonna say if I should ask you? Searching for the ways to say it right, hoping beyond hope that I can break through, and ask if you would stay the night. When you sleep, do you dream of me? Am I the man you thought I'd be? Your one and only love.
You're listening to the Atlantic Indie Roundabout with me, your host, Maurice Aucoin. Now, let's get back to the show.
What you wanna do is a banana split, baby.
You've just heard a classic track from the Roundabout vault. Banana Split was written and recorded by the legendary Lower Sackville band Keiko Green. Brothers Luke and Tom McGilvery have been playing in bands together on and off for over 20 years, and this song is an example of the energy that they brought to the stage and studio. I've always loved that song. Before that, you heard the latest tune, You're a Ghost, from longtime friend and multi-talented Trevor DeSouza. His project Old Blood has a lot more music coming down the pipeline, and we can't wait to hear more of it. Bring it on. You are listening to the Atlantic Indie Roundabout with me, your host, Maurice O'Coin.
Drunken heroes, fallen angels, they can't keep me from being who I am. My will is unwavering, my dreams indestructible, my soul is strong, like my love for you. I barely recognized him as he staggered backstage. His hair was messed, I would have guessed he was twice his age. The hangers-on wanted just one song, 'cause he was such a star. I was there, my soul to bear, but I handed him my guitar. Drunken heroes and fallen angels, they can't keep me from being who I am. My will is unwavering, my dreams indestructible, my soul is strong, like my love. Never thought I'd see her in this kind of place, looking like a flirt in a short skirt, too much makeup on her face. When I was young and full of fun, she was so naive, but now she's saying no more playing, make sweet love to me. Some ivory tower, I need both feet on the ground. I don't wanna be someone who's not free, 'cause it's a long way down, a long way down. Drunken heroes and fallen angels, they can't keep me being who I am. My will is unwavering, my dreams indestructible, my soul is strong, like my love. My soul is strong, like my love for you.
You've just been listening to Catahoula Brown. Catahoula Brown's music is a collection of Americana-inspired songs that he's written over the past 10 years. Brown deals with somewhat difficult subjects in his songs, and the song you just heard, Drunken Heroes, tells the tale of seeing his drunken heroes stumbling around on stage. He also addresses depression on this next track, Above Water. His music is produced and engineered by Jay Pilzer. Catahoula is joined by Alex Buchanan on piano and accordion, Robert Clark on bass guitar, Jordy Comstock on drums, John Spurns on cello, and Dylan Winter on electric guitar. Let's listen to Above Water and we'll be right back.
keep your head above water. Don't let sorrow pull you down, and don't forget your son and daughter. They wouldn't want to see you drown, so keep your head, just keep your head above water. Keep your head above water. Don't let sorrow pull you down, and don't forget your son and daughter. They wouldn't want to see you drown, so keep your head.
We really hope you enjoyed the show this week. But before we go, I'd like to leave you with an astounding piece of music by one of the most incredible people I've ever known. Asphilius has been creating incredible music for over 30 years, and although some goes unnoticed, playing as credit roles on countless films and movies, he's made recordings with bands such as Mir, and more recently a terrific solo effort entitled Arrows. Hopefully we can get him on the show soon to really dive into his musical story. Now, this final song is part of a series of live stream videos he's been producing called The Songs That Shaped Me. And in this song, Chiquitita, originally recorded by ABBA, he performs with his daughter Ava, who is an incredible talent on her own. And as I say every week, from our village to yours, take care, good night, and we'll see you next week.
Chiquitita, tell me what's wrong. You're enchained by your own sorrow. In your eyes, there is no hope for tomorrow. How I hate to see you like this. There is no Chiquitita, tell me the truth. I'm a shoulder you can cry on. Your best friend, I'm the one you must rely on. You were always sure of yourself. Now I see you
handle. Chiquitita, tell me the truth. There is no way you can deny it. I see that you're oh so sad, so quiet. Chiquitita, you and I know how the heartaches come and they go, the scars they're leaving. You'll be dancing once again, and the pain will end. You'll have no time for grieving. Chiquitita, you and I cry, but the sun is still in the sky and shining above you. Let me hear you sing once more, like you did before. Sing a new song, Chiquitita. Try once more, like you did before. Sing a new song, Chiquitita. Try once more, like you did before. Sing a new song, Chiquitita.